What's up, guys? It's your boy Swills here, and today I'm telling you why I think the Golden State Warriors are going to be the best team in the NBA, not this season, not next season, not the season after that. I think for the next 3 or more years that they're going to be the best team in the NBA. And let me explain. So, if you take a look at the Golden State lineup right now, you got Steph Curry, who's on a max contract, I believe. Got Klay Thompson, his contract's expiring this summer. You've got Kevin Durant, his contract's expiring this summer. You got Draymond, who's coming to a close with his contract sooner rather than later. And then at center, you got Boogie Cousins. Now, you're looking at that starting five, and you're thinking that's a star-studded starting five. That's amazing. It's one of the best ever. Yes, it is. However, Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant are both on expiring contracts. I think that losing one of them will keep them as a championship contender. We see in this playoff run that Kevin Durant is not needed for the Golden State Warriors to win games. Clearly not. They've done it without him, and now they've done it with him. So he's just an added luxury to the team. I think that without him, the Golden State Warriors can continue doing what they're doing. If they were to lose Klay Thompson and keep Kevin Durant, I think that it wouldn't be much of a loss either, because you can always get another shooting guard. Even so, the way their system works is that they don't have much depth on the bench. However, these young guys are given so much time to develop into a good player due to the talent in the starting five, that by the time these players are actually inserted into the starting five eventually, they're not playing terrible. Plus, they have good players all around them, so you shouldn't be too worried about that, because as a shooting guard, all you really need to do is make your three-pointers, maybe get into the mid-range, make a couple layups. But the shooting guard is not a key position that the Warriors would need, because Steph Curry basically plays both by himself in a way, because he can pass and he can shoot and he can be playmaker as well. So I think if you lose both Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, which I don't see happening, if you were to lose both of them, I think it'd be a little bit challenging, depending on if they stay Western Conference with another team or a rival, or if they choose to go to the Eastern Conference. I still think Golden State would still be in the running for an NBA title. I just think that they have such a good system. They did such a good job drafting. What was it, about 10 years ago now? 8 years ago. And within that period, they did such a good job drafting Curry, and I believe they drafted Thompson and Draymond Green. They did such a good job with them three that they've really evolved into this team that we see today. Getting Kevin Durant in free agency was key as well. However, they didn't really need him. But I still think that because Draymond, I don't see Curry or Draymond really leaving the team long term. I think they'll be there probably for the rest of their careers, if not for a good portion of it. I think those two, just them two together, makes them a championship contender, because they're such key parts of the team and they do such a good job maintaining the team spirit that it really doesn't matter what you put around them, because they can make other players better, which is good. As for Boogie Cousins, you don't really need him. I mean, they haven't been without him for basically forever, and he's hurt. So, I mean, I don't think that he really should be on the team anymore, because he's actually impacted them negatively when he's playing. His plus minus isn't very good. His being the ball being around him being more of a centerpiece in the second unit, the bench unit, has worked better than if he's in the starting unit. So I think that he fits better on the second unit as well, the bench unit. But I think that the Warriors will continue to draft young prospects that are late. They're a late round pick, so not much is expected of them, which allows them to grow into a better player, because there isn't as much pressure for them to be thrown straight into the starting five, which is good for them. So I think that the Warriors, as long as they keep drafting well, they signed low contract free agents, players that they can just bring to the bench just for an added little flair. I think that will allow them to continue to win championships for even more years. So I'm expecting them to win it this year, whether against the Bucks or the Raptors. I personally think that the Raptors would be a better matchup for them. I just think the Bucks just wouldn't put up much of a fight, to be honest with you. I think the Raptors would be a better matchup. I still think they would probably sweep both, to be honest with you. Next year, depending on where Durant, Kemba, depending on where they all go, all the free agents, that could shake things up in the West, especially if they all go to LA or even in New Orleans with Zion now. So you really don't know about that. But I don't think the Warriors should be too worried about losing their players, because I think that they will continue to be on a continuous winning streak throughout the next couple of seasons. That's why I think that they are going to be the best team in the NBA. Not this year, not next year, not the year after, not the year after, not the year after. Like forever. This is a dynasty similar to that of the New England Patriots. We'll have to wait and see if there's a team that can really compete against them. The Nuggets are up and coming. The Spurs are always a competitor, and they just need a little bit more talent. They'll be back. And, if all the free agents decide, let's team up in LA, let's team up in New York, then you get a challenge there. But I'm not a fan of the Warriors, but I still think that they're going to be a great team. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we talk about something else. I don't know. I'll see you then. Peace out, guys.